The SCA stands for the Society for Creative Anachronism, and an anachronism is something that's out of place in time. So seeing us dressed up in a hotel in medieval costumes is something that's out of place in time, and we are creative about it.
Oh, how I got involved in the SCA, wow. I was at a gaming convention called CoastCon 16, which is held on the coast. We see this fighting demonstration from the local SCA group. And I was just stunned that you could do this. So as soon as I got back to Oxford, Mississippi, I immediately looked up the SCA and found the local chapter there called the Shire of Hammerhold in Oxford at the University of Mississippi. And that was some 20 years ago.
I got involved in the SCA when I was a senior in high school. A girlfriend of mine, very best friend, had already gone off to college a year or two ahead of me, called me up and said, "You have got to come down and visit me and go to this event with me." So she took me into this Civil War fort, which looks like a medieval castle made of the stone and everything. And we walked in and she's introducing me to these people. And this gentleman came up to me, took my hand and he said, "Milady, it is an honor to meet you," and kissed my hand. And that was it. I looked at her and said, I'm in. This is great. Today's event is called Academy of Performing Arts, and APA for short, and we're again celebrating everything that has to do with performing arts in the Middle Ages.
When you become a member, or during that becoming a member process, we pick what we call a persona, which is a person, well, not really a person, but a time period and a place and a name of a person that would actually live in the Middle Ages. So because my grandfather was second generation German into this country and his last name was Zimmer, I picked that last name and I wanted to be German because I love my grandfather and I wanted to pay tribute to him.
We have everything from fighting, recreating medieval combat, historical fencing. We have what we call live weapons, which is archery, thrown weapons, axes, knives, spears, or like what you see today, which is celebrating performing arts in the Middle Ages, dancing, music, gaming, bardic arts, which is like singing or reciting poetry, and the theater as well, like Shakespeare.
The difference between steel fighting and rattan fighting are the weapons. Rattan uses a length of rattan, steel uses steel swords. We have historical reproductions. This is made by a couple in Laurel, Mississippi, Darkwood Armory. The people with rattan swords usually make their own swords. They can also hire people to make metal hilts and parts for it as well.
We do not discriminate on age, sex, religion. When you show interest in the fighting and the martial art that we do, we don't care. All right, it is you showing interest. We want to teach you. We want you to excel.
The way I see it is a family. When I was in the group that I was in, it was a little bit more chaotic. It was a lot of internal fighting. When I came out, before I would buy anything, before I would actually come out to fight, I wanted to see how the people got along. If you can't get along with people, it's not a fun game. Find a group that you click with, ask a lot of questions, and if they answer you and actually are serious and want to work with you, everyone here has understood I'm new. Everybody's been kind and answered anything to the best of their ability. I'd recommend filling it out. If you don't feel comfortable in a different area, try another area. Each shire, each kingdom has a different feel.
My children are learning about honor and chivalry. They are learning skills that one may not think of, like my daughter's already sewing clothing, her costumes, she's picking things out and learning skills that most normal, modern day 12-year-olds are not learning. My son sees people acting in a chivalrous manner. He sees people, like someone picking up the basket and carrying it for a lady, So In this kingdom that we live in, our motto is honor and courtesy above all and to all. So that is actively taught to our children. And so I'm very excited to be sharing that with my children. I mean, who wouldn't want their children to learn courtesy in an active setting like this?